You had mentioned earlier how, like, we know that you've got a big heart for not only what's happening internationally, but domestically as well. And so we know that you focused the media spotlight on a death row inmate named Kevin Cooper.
Mhm.
And can you tell us why you decided to devote several articles really on Mr. Cooper and why you're so passionate about his case?
Yeah, partly it's that in general, I think that the death penalty in the US is incredibly unfairly applied, often in a very racist way. And I do think, again, that partly that the best way of highlighting that issue is telling individual stories. And I think Kevin Cooper's case is so outrageous that I hope it can move people about the larger issue. But it's also just it is, I believe, a remarkable injustice. I think the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office was faced with a horrific quadruple murder, could not solve it, could not find the people who were guilty, and then went after Kevin Cooper, a young black man who I think fit their mental image of what a quadruple murderer should be. Some of those people, I think, may have thought that Cooper really was the murderer, and frustrated by the lack of physical evidence, they then manufactured it. They then framed him, and he was sentenced to death. He remains on death row in San Quentin, despite overwhelming evidence, I believe, not only that he was framed and that he is innocent, but actually we have a pretty good idea of who did do it. A white man who had previously already been convicted and served a sentence for murder, and yet, despite this evidence of his innocence, despite the fact that many federal judges have said that he was framed, he remains on death row.
Yeah, and it's a pretty scary time to be on death row right now with a lot of these everything going on from COVID to now a lot of people are being executed. So thank you for bringing light to that story of Kevin Cooper. It's really important.
Absolutely.
I want you